Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about mental health nursing case study format. In the practical session you have to write case studies, right? And in that case study how we will give the mental health nursing case study and how we will write this mental health nursing case study, and that format we are going to discuss in this video. First heading in the case study is history collection. You have to collect the proper history from the patient and from the informant, as well as from the case sheet you will get information. Under history collection, the main heading is identification data. Under identification data, you have to write some identical features of the client such as name, age, sex, address, occupation, education, MRD number, that is medical record number, address, and informant. Informant means who is giving information about the patient. Sometimes the patient is not in a mood or not in a stage to give proper information about the patient. In that case, you can ask the informant. Might be relative or family member, friend or the caregiver or whoever he or she. From them, we can collect proper information regarding the patient condition. After that, you have to write the heading present chief complaint. Under present chief complaint, you have to list out the problems and complaints of the patient. So you can formulate a paragraph there like Mr. ABC had, then list out the problems, and these problems you can get from your case sheet and also from the patient's mouth and also from the informant side. So after listening that, you can write the present chief complaints under the present chief complaints heading. The next heading is present medical history. Under present medical history, you have to write the present medical status of the patient, whether the patient is suffering with any physical condition or physical problems and undergoing any kind of treatment, means that you have to write specifically under present medical history. And if there is no present medical history, means you can write no significant history of present medical history. Next heading is past medical history. The same way, the patient undergone any kind of treatment and undergone any kind of hospitalization, means that you have to write under past medical history. And there is no past medical history, means you can write no significant history of past medical history. Then present psychiatric history, that's the next heading. Under present psychiatric history, you have to write the present status of the patient, how the patient is behaving, how the patient is acting and behaving after admitting the hospital, and how the patient is interacting and how the patient is responding towards the medication. Everything you have to write under present psychiatric history. Then past psychiatric history. Under past psychiatric history, you have to write past psychiatric details of the patient, like if the patient went to hospital and undergone any psychiatric treatment and undergone any kinds of psychiatric medications, means and therapies, means that you have to write under past psychiatric history. And there is no past psychiatric history, means you can write no significant history of past psychiatric history. Next heading is educational history. Under educational history, you have to write the educational level and which standard and which stage of education the patient is, that you have to write under educational history. Then next heading is occupational history. Same like educational history, in which occupation the patient is involving or no occupation or resigned, whatever it is, that you have to write under occupational history. Next is childhood history. Childhood history is very important in mental health nursing case study, because childhood histories, traumas, environment and situations surrounding can create different kinds of psychiatric problems. So childhood factors are acting as the triggering factors to develop different kind of psychiatric problems. So you have to write the proper childhood history. This childhood history you can get from the case sheet, from the informant and also from the patient. After listening that, you have to write the childhood history. Next is interpersonal history. Interpersonal history means how the patient is behaving with others, how the patient is interacting with others, whether the patient is interacting in proper way or the patient is having impaired interaction, that you have to write under interpersonal history. Next is social history. Under social history, how the patient is socially behaving, whether the patient is socially active or not maintaining social activities or isolation behavior the patient is showing, whatever it is that you have to write under social history. Next is habit. Habits means what are all the habits the patient is having, that you have to ask, and you can gather the information from the informant, from the patient, and that you have to write under habit heading. Then psychomotor history. Under psychomotor history, you have to write the emotional balance and imbalance of the client, whether the patient is emotionally matured and patient is having emotional control, or the patient is overwhelmed nature, whatever it is that you have to write under psychomotor history. Next heading is family history. Family history is very important in nursing case study, because family history and family factors are playing a major role in developing psychiatric condition, because many diseases are inheriting or transforming from generation to generation. So you have to write the proper family history. You can make the column like this that you can see in the slide: name, age, sex, relation, and health status, and name out all the family members 1 2 3, and age of that family member, sex of the family member, relation of the family members towards the patient, and health status, that you have to write under family history. After that, you have to draw the family tree very specifically, neatly. You have to draw the family tree, and you have to mention female, male, died or deceased. Okay, that you have to mention properly. After family tree, you can go to the next page, that is investigation page. In the investigation page, you have to write down all the lab test and medical investigations. You can make the column like this. You can see in the slide: name of the investigation, patient value, normal value, and impression. Like that columns you can make: name of the investigation, under that what investigation the patient undergone, that you have to write, and patient value, that means what results the patient got. Then what is the normal value of that particular investigation, and what is the impression. If it is high means you can write high, low means low, normal means normal. Like that you can write. So all the investigation like blood test, liver function test, ECT, what are all the investigation we have done, that you have to write specifically, and you have to write the patient value, then you have to write the normal value, and at last the impression, that means what is the status, good, bad, or high or low or normal, whatever it is, that you have to write under impression. These informations you will get from the case sheet as well as from the nurses and also from the informant. Next heading is medication. Under medication heading, you have to write all the medication which the patient is taking. You have to make the column again like this. You can see in the slide: name of the drug, dose of the drug, route of the drug, frequency of the drug, side effect, and nurse's role. You have to list out all the drug what the patient is taking, and what is the dose, and what is the route, and what is the frequency of the drug, and what are all the side effect of the drug, and what is the nurse's role, that you have to specifically mention under this medications history. And this history and this information also you can get from the case sheet and also from the nurses and informant. Next heading is anatomy and physiology. That is the second section of case study. Under anatomy and physiology, you have to explain all the anatomy and physiology of the organ which is affected. If it is brain means you have to write about brain. What is the anatomy of brain? What is the physiology of brain? You have to draw neat diagrammatic representation, or you have to draw pictures about brain. Then you have to write the function of the brain, and you have to explain properly that is anatomy and physiology. After anatomy and physiology, you can do explanation of the disease condition. You have to go to the next section of your case study. There you have to explain the disease condition. For example, if your condition is paranoid schizophrenia means you have to write about paranoid schizophrenia. What is the definition of paranoid schizophrenia? What is the etiology of paranoid schizophrenia? What are all the signs and symptoms of paranoid schizophrenia? What are all the diagnostic evaluations they have done for this condition? And what is the management, that means medical management, nursing management. That you have to write properly under disease condition main heading. So definition, etiology, signs and symptoms, diagnostic evaluations and management. That you have to write. Next thing is comparison of book picture with patient picture. That is the next heading we have to write in the case study. In comparison of book picture and patient picture, you have to make two columns. In one column, you have to write book picture and in another column, you have to write the patient picture. Book picture means what are all the clinical manifestations of the particular condition which we can see in the textbook, or originally what are all the clinical manifestations we can see in the particular condition. In the book picture that you have to write. The next column is patient picture. Patient picture means what are all the present chief complaints of the patient. That is patient picture. So, after checking these two things, you have to compare book picture with patient picture. So, in first column, you have to write all the book picture, and in the second column, you can put tick mark or into mark by comparing this book picture with patient picture. So, make two columns. In one column, book picture, in one column, patient picture, and you can compare both book picture with patient picture. That is the other section of nursing case study. Next is nursing diagnosis. So next heading is nursing diagnosis. You have to list out the nursing diagnosis based on the condition. At least 7 nursing diagnoses you have to list out, and that should be priority based. Priority based means based on the needs of the patient, you have to list out the nursing diagnosis. Minimum 7 nursing diagnoses you have to list out. After nursing diagnosis, you can go to the next section of your case study, that is writing nursing care plan. Nursing care plan, how we have to write means you have to make column against. You can see this slide. Here I have given the columns and how we have to write the nursing care plan. You have to write assessment. Under assessment, you have to write subjective data and objective data. Then diagnosis. Then planning, rational, implementation, evaluation. So properly write the nursing care plan based on your nursing diagnosis. That is the next section of your case study. After nursing care plan preparation, you can go to the last section of your case study, that means health education. So next heading is health education. Under health education, you have to write the health education patterns and what are all the health education you have given for the patient and what are all the health education the patient can receive and for the particular condition. Okay, regarding that you have to write under health education heading. At last you can go to conclusion. In conclusion, you can conclude the case study. After doing this case study, my patient, like that you can make the sentence and you can write a conclusion under conclusion heading. At last you have to write the bibliography, that means reference. From which book you have taken the reference and notes for writing the anatomy and physiology and disease condition, that you have to write under bibliography. So this is the format for mental health nursing case study. So you have to follow this format while writing a case study. Hope you understand. Thank you.